there, I'm Samantha with Uvology Yoga. Today we're going to be going over supported bridge pose, and again in restorative version. So for this we're going to need blocks, bolsters, a blanket, and a pillow, whatever you have available at home or at your yoga studio. So today, moving into supported bridge, we want to come to our mat with the bottoms of our feet on the mat, our knees bent, and we're just going to slowly lower down on an exhale. Coming all the way down to the mat, bringing your feet closer to your body. And in a yin version of this pose, we're just going to be using one block today. So taking our block on, I'm going to start on the low setting, just because that gives us a little bit more surface area. And we're going to lift our hips on an inhale, taking our block to the low back sacral area, just slowly coming down to rest on the block, taking your hands down to your side. In yin, we're holding poses for 3 to 5 minutes, but just for brevity and for the purpose of this video, we're just going to move into the restorative version. So after you've spent your time in supported bridge, on your next inhale, we're going to lift our hips just enough to remove the block from underneath, and we're going to slowly lower down and moving into your next pose during your practice. For today's restorative version, we're going to take our bolster, and you can also use a blanket here too, just depending on what height you need. So we have a couple different versions of height. So your blanket is going to give you a very low setting, your block is going to give you a couple extra inches, and then your bolster obviously is going to allow for a much deeper and restorative stretch. So from here, we're going to lay the bolster across our mat here, and again coming into a seated pose, the bottoms of our feet on the mat, our knees are bent, and we're going to take our hands by our side, and we're just going to slowly recline back and drape ourselves over the bolster. And if you need to make any motions, just make them small, being mindful, maybe moving your hips up onto the bolster, slowly coming down so that your hips are elevated, your shoulders are below, and coming into a restful state here. And when you're ready to get up, maybe rolling over to one side, using your hand to support you, and coming back into a seated position. I hope this guidance has been helpful for you in your practice. Thank you for watching. Namaste.